Hello, it's Josie, and you're listening to the Yoga Local podcast or watching. Welcome. This is something that I do for our members, for our non-members, for anyone really who wants to really start to, on a consistent basis, connect into the teachings, the practices, the wisdoms of Ayurveda, yoga, meditation. We particularly take on the lens of the Tantric Hatha Yoga tradition, which really speaks to energy management and learning how to manage our energy in terms of how we master our mind. And when we talk about mastering our energy, we can also talk about mastering the elements. In Ayurveda, we specify the 5 elements: fire, air, water, earth, and space. And some of these are predominant at certain times of the year. And if they become over exaggerated, over amplified, that starts to show up in our state. So we become more fiery, we become more windy, we become more grounded and earthy. And so the whole life cycle of our studio and what we do here and how we teach is always looking to work seasonally, work with these shifts, works with these currents that are at play, both outside of us and in internally. And when we start to become more skillful in how we master our energy and how we start to integrate the changes that are happening all around us and within us, when we can become more tuned into those shifts, that's when we learned how to thrive. So we have 3 opportunities throughout the year: autumn, winter, spring and summer, where we are providing opportunities for you guys to really dive deep into what's shifting, what's changing. You know, we're all changing in every single moment. We're getting older, we're having different experiences. You know, things are layering, and if we don't take a moment to pause and reflect and see how those things are landing, how they're showing up, expressing, then there's this potential for imbalance. And in the autumn winter, there's a real potential for imbalance of what's called Vata dosha, and that's an accumulation of air and space, the elements of air and space. And we can see this in the change in the seasons, right? It's a lot more windy right now. There's a lot more movement, right? And the spaciousness and the movement creates anxiety. It creates this intensity. Well expressed, there's good qualities. It's a creative energy, gets things moving, gets things done. But if you lean into that energy too much, we start drifting into territories of overwhelm and overwork and overdoing. And you couple that with all that's going on in the next few months, when we're moving towards, family situations, having to organize different relationships, different people's needs and wants. We've got the autumn events. You've got what have we got coming up? We've got Halloween coming up, we've got fireworks night, and obviously Christmas, the big C, let's not mention that one. So all of that coupled with trying to maybe you're trying to establish kids at school for the first time, maybe it's you've got a new job, you're working in a new space, whatever it is. If that's happening around this time of year, there's going to be a likelihood that you're going to experience the negative effects of stress. And stress is a real concern. Even the scientists are telling us that stress is one of the main causes of inflammation in the body, and inflammation causes pretty much most modern day diseases. So the big ones, the cancer and heart conditions. So we don't need that in our lives, and so we need to start recognizing when that's starting to flare up, why it's starting to flare up, and how we can manage all that. And this is exactly what we knuckle down with and teach you at our like little mini retreats. So we've got one coming up on November the 11th, and it's all about how we master our energy, how we manage our energy at this time of year in order to mitigate the effects of stress and anxiety and overwhelm that are going to predominate. And if we can have strategies that keep us in harmony, then that will not only make us feel better, but like it's going to give us more focus. It's going to be something that helps us to navigate our relationships better, navigate our work better, become more focused at work, become more clear. And like these are like priceless skills, and it's very simple, but like I always say, the simple things we're not doing. And what we're going to be teaching you on at this retreat is some real strategies for personalizing your daily routines and rituals so that we can offset the consequences of this elevated dosha, this elevated vata dosha. Obviously, we'll be explaining what that is and how it shows up. We've got some really fun tasks to get you involved in so you can experience what it is to have a vata dosha imbalance firsthand. Don't worry, we'll have all the mitigating things tagged onto the back of that to show you how we then work our way into stabilizing and grounding. So if you're interested in that, it's again coming up on November the 11th. It's 11:30 till 3:30. We include a lovely Ayurvedic lunch, which will be specifically created to mitigate vata dosha. Even what we eat, yes, even what we eat can help us to change our state. So it's full of activities. We'll have yoga, we'll have meditation, we'll have breath work, and it'll be an opportunity just to come back to yourself, come back to your desire to reset, to find that opportunity to actually witness where those imbalances are for you and how you can address them. And also you're going to walk away with like a prescription for your own daily routine and how you can just create some very simple but effective ways to manage the vata dosha in your world. So if that's something that you're interested in, we'd really love to get you signed up. It's a £49 investment. Again, includes your lunch, includes a yoga class, includes some breath work, meditation, and everything else, as well as like meeting some like-minded people and just having a really lovely day here at our retreat in Wellingborough, our studio in Wellingborough. So if you're interested, there's a link with this podcast. There's the details, more details, more of an explanation. I've written a blog on this as well. So dive in, have a look. It's great for everyone. If you're a busy mum, if you're a professional, if you're looking to take care of anyone, like you need your wits about you. We all need our wits about us. We all need to be coming from a more balanced and focused and uplifted state. And stress is a killer, and we need to start to look at these really simple but really effective ways of how we surf the wave, right? Surf the wave. Okay, well, thank you for listening, and if you have any questions at all, please let me know. If there's an opportunity to comment, pop it in the comments, or send me an email, josie@yogalocal.co.uk. And sign up. I'd love to see you there. Okay, bye for now.